Welcome to the Library of Ruina Nuzlocke. Here I will be going over the rules in detail. A list of these rules can be found in the description as well. If a librarian dies, their equipped key page, all instances of that key page can no longer be used. The key page can still be used for passive attribution. A number of key pages can be recovered after clearing a story section, including all general invitations in that story section. For Canard, 0 key pages are recovered. For Urban Myth, 1 key page. Urban Legend, 2 key pages. Urban Plague, 3 key pages. Urban Nightmare, 4 key pages. And Star of the City, 5 key pages. Recoveries are not stored if I have access when the story section is cleared. So if, for example, after clearing Urban Legend, I can only revive 1 key page because I've only lost 1 key page, the second revive is not stored for the next time I'm allowed to recover cards. Lost Object Dart key pages cannot be recovered. I cannot move on to the next story section without clearing all general invitations. Realizations have to be completed before moving on to the next story section. For the lower floors, history, tech, literature, and art, I have to clear all of the realizations before entering Star of the City. For the middle floors, natural sciences, language, social sciences, I need to clear them before Impuritas Civitatis. And for the upper floors, religion and philosophy, I need to clear them before entering the Reverberation Ensemble. Leaving a reception, abnormality battle, or realization is not allowed once the battle has started. During the floor of General Works realization, leaving the realization is allowed only during the first phase, when the first phase starts, to build a team for General Works. The rest of the General Works realization has to be done with one team, or the team that I have dies, and I have to continue playing with another team. Fixed key pages, Binnas, Rolands, etc., are not destroyed on death. An Object Dart key page of my choice is destroyed instead. Assistant Librarian key pages cannot be used outside of the tutorial fight. Scripted death scenes, for example Paradise Lost, do not destroy key pages, just because, they're unavoidable. Allowed mods is no grind, to make the gameplay more interesting, because we're here for getting through the fights, not to see me grind. Targetable mass attacks, enhanced combat page view, and the key page searcher, as well as lengthened combat dialogue, so I can fit everyone's dialogues in. The win condition is getting the true ending, and the loss condition is having no more usable key pages, or just being unable to clear more receptions with the current key pages I have. With that, the rules are done. Hello everyone. Welcome, I almost said welcome back, but welcome to the Library of Ruina Nuzlocke, the first episode of the Library of Ruina Nuzlocke. I know I said at the end of the law block that I was not going to make more content, but a few streams here and there, and, I kind of got the taste for it again. So here I am, doing a new challenge, because I really didn't feel like doing the law block again. The law block was hellish. This might also be hellish, but at least this game can be more fun at times than, the last few days of Lobotomy Corporation. Those days are fucked up. But I'm excited for this. I'm very excited. I know it's going to be very hard. I've only seen a few people attempt this, and not with the rules I'm using. The rules I'm using are slightly more nice, but also more interesting to watch, I think, so that's gonna be better for content. Anyway, let's not waste too much time on that. So as you can see, I've beat the game before. Surprise, surprise, we're gonna start a new game.
Open the curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment.
We'll watch this through, just because, this opening it goes hard. But yeah, I've decided to skip story segments, just because we're mostly here for the gameplay. And this game has a very long story. So So if I would have to watch every single story segment, this series is gonna take a long time to get through. However, if people do want to see story, then let me know. Because I will, if people want to see the story, then obviously I will show the story. But in this first episode, at least I will be skipping it. Nice. Alright, we're here. Ready to start. Now, the Nuzlocke doesn't really start yet at this point before I have any key pages, so even if I die here it doesn't really matter, but you know. If I die in the tutorial fight I would be very surprised. I would be extremely surprised if that were to happen. Yeah. It doesn't seem likely. Just looking at this, it doesn't seem very likely that that'll be the case. So none of this really matters. I'm not expecting the early game to be very difficult at all. I think it will really only get difficult once we start getting to like Urban Plague or Urban Nightmare potentially. At this point in the game, I mean, nothing really poses a huge challenge, except maybe abnormality fights, but I will still be careful, obviously. Okay, so now we have key pages, the run starts for real.
조직에 속하는 것.
And of course, no grind just because we're not here to watch me grind. We're here to watch me survive battles. The grinding doesn't really add anything of note. The only things that could happen is that I accidentally slip up, but that's not even that fun. So I've decided to do it like this. If people have a problem with that, think it's too easy, then that's not my problem. That's your problem. I'm doing it this way, and that's just how it is. So let's see. I know Slash is pretty common in the early stages, so I think Lenny's page is the best option I have. Passives, we don't have any. We want to stay defensive for the most part. We can add a dirty blow in there though, I think. Yeah. Again, none of this is really going to be difficult at this point in the game. Now we gotta beat up June's office fixers without dying, which is not gonna be a problem. Game's too easy for real, That's fine. Right. Let's get some hits in, at least. There we go. Nice. That's what we want to see. Yeah, I know. I've played this game before. At least a few times. Just go gut harvesting. Yeah. Get him out of here. Do that again. Awesome. That's that. That's the first real fight completed. First real fight done. Do these guys have passives? I don't think they do, right? Or do we already get passives? Maybe we do, actually. I'm not sure. Oh, we do! Boost slash damage by 1. Sure. It's fine. It's not like we're gonna die. Or anything. Light restoration does not matter early game. That's absolutely for later. Yeah, okay. We continue. Let's kill a young man. Without remorse. It's really sad how easy this guy is to kill. It's kinda sad. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'll give you another chance. Hold on, buddy. I'll let him get a hit in. There he goes. Good job, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. Never mind. It just became a great night too. Oh no. I always feel bad for killing Finn. He didn't deserve it. Okay, now we get to fight this though. So this might be the first real challenge. Not that Bloodbath is very hard, but you never know. We definitely cannot bring slash damage. At least. So we'll have to probably struggle, to be honest. Might do a little bit of walloping as well. Skitter away. Of course. I need to make sure I don't die here, because that would be cringe. If this is where I die. Kinda want more. 3. Something like that. This might be better. Okay. Let's just try it. Because I don't think we can... I don't think we'll die. I mean, Finn's page isn't exactly a big one to lose, but I'd rather not lose it. Still. I think we'll just use Lenny's page with that setup. Because we're not benefiting from the passive anyway.
처음에 내뱉은 것 치고는
Yes. Will you enter the Book of Bloodbath? Indeed. Yep. I know. Resistances and all that. Block dice by 3. Yeah. Might not be a great idea. Just let him go. I don't want to stagger myself on him. I mean, he's just gonna keep doing that, but whatever. Pale hands. We have some protection, at least. So we should be fine here. Really? Really, huh? Might just let that go. You know, maybe this fight can be harder than I remembered. Slightly harder than I remember. We should do that, yeah. No, it's not. It's not hard. It's fine. You'll stagger from this. Yeah. Great. Don't really have an all-out attack, but it's fine. Let that go through. We don't want to get staggered here. Okay, and then just Dirty Blow again. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I don't know why I was worrying. I guess I would have just lost Lenny's page. It's fine, but you know what this means? We have abnormality pages for 1. Unbearable depression overwhelms all who look into the bath. When I saw the latticework of scars and their severed wrists, I was reminded of our wine cabinet. That day I popped a cork off the last one. Many hands float in the bath. They are the hands of the people I once loved. We have our first librarian to roll for. Isn't that fun? So, let's turn our attention to the wheel, as it were. Once again, it's been so long. I'm so excited to roll the wheel again. So I'm doing this is just everyone who's put their name on general works in the form, and the form will be linked in the comments below, in the description below. So people who want to submit nuggets, they can go do that there after this video is up. But this was from the community post. So everyone who's put in general works will come on this wheel. Everyone who's requested history will get another wheel, and so on. And if you don't get your name on this wheel, you will be put on the random wheel, and just be put in when there's empty spaces somewhere that need filling. So let's spin and see what we get. Our first librarian will be Velasquez. Velasquez? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I will say Velasquez for now because that sounds the least offensive. So I'll make them and I'll be right back. Alright, and here we have Velasquez. Velasquez by Picard crew member 27. Librarian backstory is my Day 1 Nugget and Paradise Lost user. Velasquez was the captain of the control team until architecture opened, and was a welcome source of guidance and stability, while the department Sephora spent 4 days talking to himself. Vel has 2 daughters that he hasn't seen since before Elcorp fell. Who knows if they're still alive. He's patient, optimistic, and a bit of a dad figure for the other librarians. Also very bald. I have made him very bald. Glad to have you on the team. I think you'll fit right in general works as the, I guess, overseers of the library, I guess you could call them. Fits with the whole dad figure thing, I think. Alright, you'll get the defensive build. Roland will also stick with Roland will have the more offensive build, I think. Velasquez can take the hits, and Roland can take the hits. Let's continue on to the third fight, which is where we'll finally actually get some good key pages that we'll have to be careful with. But let's do this. I wonder why you even have 3 floors available on this fight. It's not like you would ever want to come back here. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. It's fine, though. Can gain the protection. Next scene. Oh my god. Jesus. They're dead. They're already dead. I want to give that to you. It's just the right option, really. Preemptive strike. It's not a huge chance to beat that, but it'll do. Oof. Okay, that's fine. Good thing I got in there. You have a millennium of combat experience to catch up to, pal. You're so right, Velasque. Alright, Yoon and Airy. This is where we get our actually good combat pages and key pages to use. Oh, and you can actually redirect this turn. That's great. Go bite off. Oh, damn. Dodge and strike. Alright, yeah. Honestly, I'd rather that just go through because I don't want the +2 power on that. We can get rid of Airy. That was enough, yeah. I don't think we would have beaten that evade, is all. Do this. This. And then we won, I think. Yeah. No problem. Get him. Very nice. Very good showing for your first fight. That's what we like to see.
훌륭해.
And now
엔젤라 말대로 정말 층이 확장됐군.
we have good stuff. Malkuth!
안녕. 나
엔젤라,
Malkuth!
난 아직
Yay! Finally. Alright. Well, we're not gonna use you yet because that's useless. Let's get Yoon's page, because that one's always good in the early game, especially for defensive builds. And then Airy. Of course. So what we want to do here is we want you to be the defensive one. And Roland, I think you can probably keep going with what you have right now. We'll just switch up some things here. Switch out these. You're too slow is always good. It's feeling good. Yeah. That'll do. And then we'll go defensive strategy all the way down. You're too slow. Actually, you might want to use Ares' page instead. Now that I think about it, for the block dice. Yeah. That seems generally better. Go for that. And 2 of those, yeah, that should be fine. We'll go fight the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood. The Brotherhood. They only really have a few moves that are dangerous. Restoring 1 light, that's going to be useful later on. Should be able to win that clash, but might be better to do that. Let that go through. Should be able to beat that out. Nice. Damn. Really? Dun, 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 dun. Inflict 1 paralysis. Next scene. Yeah. Something like this. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this move. I mean, really, we just ignore that because what can we do? We can mitigate the damage slightly, because otherwise that's gonna be a pretty big hit to Roland. This is probably... Oh my god, that was lucky. That was really lucky, wow. The defensive strategy is working. And now... we just win. Take that. Ooh. Well, that's not what I was expecting to happen. That's not what I was expecting to have happen either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, they're not using terribly strong attacks. I think I missed looking at the strength gain. That was probably it. Alright, that's not great. Also, that paralysis is annoying. Yeah, okay. Survive. Okay, thank god. Now, we just need to make sure you don't take any more hits. Which should be possible if we do this. Yeah, okay. I was a little iffy right there for a moment. But we're back on track now. No problem. No problem at all. Get rid of you. Okay. A momentary lapse in judgment. Nothing major. Okay. There we go. I forget that some of these fights can be kind of tough to get through without at least one person dying. Alright. So we have Malkuth is open. I think I want to keep going before we do that, though. Let's get these books. I remember when I played this game for the first time, for some reason, the Brotherhood of Iron gave me so much trouble. I have no idea why. It's not like they're hard to fight. But I think it was the paralysis that was messing me up. Back then. We'll swap you out for one of these. We don't want to be Pierce Fatal for what's coming up, so probably Arnold's page. That we can maybe spec a bit into. Because I know one card that's really good early game, and that's dried up, because 2 strength next scene, like that's just good. That's just really strong. Always fun to have one you only live once in there. Then we might need a little bit of light restoration now. Potentially. Something like that. You can go for the same thing. Actually, you don't really need the strength because you're not the one. You're not the one who's doing bad stuff. You can use endure though. That seems good for you. With what you've got going on. But yeah, let's take on Hook Office first. We should be able to. Without too much trouble and without anyone dying. Most likely. Rampage is the only card that we really have to worry about. He's not even doing anything, okay. That's great. I won't complain about that. Yeah, do something like that, and then right up for the strength. One paralysis? Like 2 strength? 2 strength early game? That's really good. You don't even really get cards like that in late game that just give you 2 strength for using the card. I think when I played the first time, I did not realize how powerful that could be. But it is definitely way stronger than you'd expect. If you know the mechanics of the game, obviously. I think that was probably the main difference, really. Let's allow Roland to get his emotion level up a bit. Before we enter the next act. So I think that will be useful to us. Yeah. And Velasquez at 2. Should be fine. I did a practice run before I actually started this run, and they did give me slight trouble. Only slight trouble though, but that was only because I got really unlucky with speed ranges. This is definitely a better start, because I can do this. And then... I mean, these attacks are basically the same. We want to go for that. Punch him. Get hit. Right up. Flashes for neutral, that's fine. Now, yeah, redirect that. Like so. And then just go for it. Goodbye, Naoki. Those fucks. Okay. We can allow these to go through. That's completely fine. Stagger deflect. Very nice. You only live once. There we go. Okay, that wasn't... Yeah, it really was the speed ranges the last time I tried this fight. That seems to have been the biggest problem I had.
이번에도 잘해줬어.
That...
어디 보자. 이 친구는
Yes, odd.
2층의 지정사서 예소드.
Please show me Yezad. Oh, there he is. My boy. Alright, Yezad is open. And we could continue. We can't continue yet. We do need to have fought the abnormalities we can first and have done all the general receptions. So let's build something for Malkuth. That'll be good. What we really want is damage. Probably use June. And we want as many attacks that just hit as possible. So something that rolls high. Potentially strength, but I don't think that's going to help us in the long run. We want to be able to delete the evade dice. Probably get some good cards from this. From these. McCullen. Yeah, and then what we really want is going first, I think. And Rampage. Because those moves, going first specifically, can delete their evade dice, and that's what we want. We want going first, mostly, and then overpower is also good for it, I think. Or actually this one. Too expensive cards are not going to be helpful for this. So we want to be able to do something like this. Maybe paralysis would be good, I'm not sure. Probably. Alright. Let's give that a try, at least. We might need some big hits, though. We do 2 commandeerings in there. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we wanna get rid of that evade dice, so we want to do this or this. We want to do this because the evasion will disappear anyway. Then we just want to hit like that. We can take the burn, that's fine. Both are doing Broken Hope, that's fine by me. Okay. Spread the damage out a bit. Which one can we get rid of for sure? I think that should work. Okay, that's a stagger. Okay, that's good. It could potentially not kill. I need to make sure it does kill. Good. That resets Scorched Girl. Back down. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, okay. That was easy. I had some trouble with this while I was practicing. I don't even know if this was... I don't think this was the deck I used, but this deck worked a lot better than what I was doing before. We have Floor of History. The charred body represents the child's crumbled hope, while the ever-blazing flame represents the obsession for affection. I'm coming to you, you who will be reduced to ash like me, while she's like a ticking time bomb. No one can tell if she's in a good mood or not. The problem with Malkuth's floor is really that a lot of it is wanting to get hit and also dying, which is not great, but we can add a new Librarian, so that's fun at least. Okay, since history did not have any submissions except for Velasque, and Velasque is already assigned, we'll just spin on the random wheel for everyone who was fine with ending up on a random floor. Let's see who we get. We'll get Ari. Let me go add Ari real quick then, and I'll be right back. Here we have Ari by Curly Fry Caden. The Librarian backstory is former LobCorp employee. During the events of the Dark Days and White Nights, he was captain of the records team. Before that, he used to work for A-Corp before going on the run and faking his death in the Smoke War. He ended up joining LobCorp because of Benjamin, which is why he's religion/records. In this case, your history, I hope that's fine. He was a former wielder of the Justitia ego. He also just isn't a big people person, but loves listening to people talk about things they like. Doesn't have to be religion, of course, but it's funnier. Indeed. Now, you did put your name on random, so that is the risk you take when you put yourself on random. But here you are in history, I hope that's fine. If you want to actually be on religion after all, then let me know and I will pick another person from the random wheel to put on history, but for now, you'll have to be here. At the moment, I think we'll continue with Roland and Velasque, though, just because they're doing pretty well. You might want to switch to someone stronger. But I mean, these are not that much stronger. But we can't get better cards, though. Want to go for Rampage. Keep the rest about the same, probably. Yeah. I don't think they had that many defensive cards, right? You can use Recover HP, that's kind of fun. For you. Yes, I can now send general invitations. And we do have to clear every general invitation before we can move on to the next story section, as it were. So let's take care of them. Actually, you know what? Let's have Malkuth and Ari can show off a bit here, I think. That'll just be fun. See if they can take down the butchers. Hey, you there! I'm about to assault you, so I wanted to make sure you're ready for it. So true. Love the energy that you're bringing to this space. Was Ari in the Loblock? I can't remember. Probably a lot of these people may have been in the Loblock, but it's been a while, so I hope you don't blame me too much if I don't remember every nugget. If they were, though, let me know. And if you submit a nugget that was from the Loblock, definitely tell me that they were from the Loblock, because that's fun. Just so I know. Nice. Also nice. Well, the hit wasn't nice, but the rest is nice. Yeah. That's kind of what's dangerous, though, isn't it? But you have That's gonna be funny with 2 strength up. You go for mutilate. Actually, you don't need to heal. Go for that. Time for a little test. That's funny. Big damage with the 2 strength up. Still haven't lost HP, so you're doing fine. Feeling good. Yeah, that was likely. Well, guess I have to. Okay, well you are built to take the hits. Those are a lot of hits. Still. Get some protection in there. How much do you have? Any bleed on you? No. That's fine. You'll die fairly quickly. Yeah, Ember. Who do we want to take out? You're burning, so... Okay. That's fine. That's... yeah, we're good. No problem. Ooh. Okay, well you redirect that so Malkuth can go first. Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. Ari's the best. Died all too quickly like quack. I'm not impressed one bit. That was really good. I really thought Malkuth would have killed there. But I guess not. There we go. This feels so icky and awful. That went well. That's 1 general reception down. I actually don't know how many general receptions there are here. Guess there's 1 more. Dark alleys of the back streets. Volume 1. Open wound might be good, potentially. We might be able to do something with that. But right now I think it's not necessary. We'll keep going with these guys for now. Strong strike. Get a strong strike in there. Multi-hits. It's kind of what we're going for, isn't it? Yeah. Did you get anything good here? Could use cruelty for a bit more healing action. Yeah. General invitation. Number dos. Quick fixers. Oh, they're technically part of Urban Myth. I didn't consider that. Oh, right, Canard. Does Canard not have? I guess Canard only has those, which means we are good and we can continue on. Actually, I will check that just to make sure. General invitation. receptions. General receptions. In Canard. Oh yeah, okay. Those are the only Canard ones that exist, so we can just go.
이것도 아니고
Oh, it's these fucks. Yeah, okay. Let's go for it. It's 2-on-2. What could go wrong? Go strong strike immediately. We don't want to lose that. Then probably just commentating to make sure we win. Nice. Well, that was really easy. They're chumps. Stagger deflect, we love to see it. That's gonna hurt. You can finish her off. Rampage with the 2 strength up strat. That's pretty good. You take care of that. And you finish off Jack. Nice. Well, that was easy. No problem at all. Pierre's Bistro is no more.
Oh,
Oh.
미친.
Oh. Which means Yazad. We could open up Yazad, but I think I want to do that. Not yet. Maybe. Let's see what we get here first. Hopefully we get both of them, because surprise, surprise, healing is useful in this Nuzlocke. So, you know, that's going to be very helpful. Let's do Yazad's fight. We just need bleed, basically. Bleed. Bleed, bleed, bleed. This is a better rolling. Forsaken Murderer. What are his cards like? He has 2 cards. Yeah, blunt, 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 block, block, block. So you kind of need 3 card pages for this. Endure. Paralysis will be good. What other status effects do we have? Just anything with status effects. Going first. Yeah. We should be able to get plenty of status effects this way. Did not want to face it again. Status effect inflicted. Now he starts breathing. As he does, we can get some paralysis in there for the next turn. Which is also doubly good, because he's definitely gonna roll min value. So he's gonna roll 1 on at least 2 of these. Which is good. Might be able to dodge all of them. That's fine. And next turn, we just wail on him. Gut harvesting. And now... yeah, okay. He's done for. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Forsaken Murderer is gone. splendid.
와, 정렬된
We're gonna be able to do some stuff, some silly stuff, with technological sciences later. And yet another librarian to add to our roster. It's going so well. It's going so incredibly well. We do have some options here on technological sciences. So let's turn our attention to the wheel and see what we get. This is always so fun. I love adding you guys' nuggets in here because it's just the best part. Knight. Definitely. Right, Knight. I will add them and be back. And here we have Knight. He was created by Unedible Breakfast 1789 and has a rather long backstory, so we'll get through this. Sit down, grab some popcorn and a drink, and let's do it. Where to begin? Where to begin? A lone child grew up in the harsh back streets of the city. It is a miracle he is alive, but to the child it was a curse to be alive. Though as much as he wished to perish, his mind and body willed him to push forth, having to dig into the deepest of garbage bins for mere scraps of food, just to put his hunger at bay while avoiding the many threats that lurked in the dark as the sun would dip beyond the eyes of the city. Though when such a time would approach and the child knew he was safe, even for but a moment, he would spend his time gazing at the distant stars and the dark sky that loomed over all. It was a sight that was both beautiful, yet the most dangerous to be under without a place to call home. He would select this very sight as his name, for he lacked a name to call his own. And it would be the only thing he would own for the longest time. As the child matured, he would grow insensitive and even rather violent, even going so far as to join a syndicate of sorts just to fit in, just to find people he could relate to, or perhaps even understand what it was like to have a family. For a while, Knight would take up any tasks thrown at him, even if it meant he would only get paid a meager dime for his dirty work, as he was ordered, and this was because he grew up dirt poor. Money was far more valuable to him than his very life. If he had to spill his own blood for a couple of coins, then so be it. This cycle would continue, but as it went on and on, often falling to the brink of death only to be pulled away from fellow syndicate workers, he one day found himself standing before a lifeless corpse just like any other day. As he wiped his hands clean of any blood, he heard the cry of a baby in a dumpster. Hesitantly, Knight would approach the dumpster, lifting the plastic flap just enough to peer inside, as his heart pounded in his chest. He hoped this was just some sort of auditory trick of some sort, but there laid an infant, crying for its parent, for comfort, for many things. Knight's heart would drop with regret as he realized that what he had done to the poor child. He had stripped it of its parent. He could not bear the sight any longer, as tears had begun to cloud his vision. He would press his back against the cold metal of the dumpster, burying his face in his hands, and after what seemed like hours, he finally stood up, carefully reaching his now trembling hands out to the infant, taking it under his wing. The only way he could make it up to this child now was to raise the child as his own, so that they wouldn't suffer like he had in his childhood. But now there was a problem. How would he disconnect from the syndicate? They wouldn't be very happy about Knight putting a child of a victim. They would just tell him to put the child in an orphanage, but then how can Knight be so sure this child was being raised correctly? He could feel his distant paternal instincts kicking in, and in that very moment he made his choice. He would tear himself away from his syndicate, and even leave the nest he resided in thanks to that syndicate. He knew they would come for him once they realized he didn't just die on the job. Once Knight had put a large amount of distance between the nest he once resided in and the one he's currently in, he would seek shelter, a place to call home, a place where he could feel safe with a child that is not his, but will remain under his care and his arms. Time would slip by, days, weeks, months, a few years. The child would grow up with a name, Jericho Sanchez. Knight would grow protective of this child, perhaps even a little overprotective due to how cruel the city can be. Hardly ever to spare a life, whether it be an adult's life or a child's life. Such things were not different to the city, but the same. And this would grow evident when one day, when he was returning to his home, people ran past him, fear and terror etched on their faces, screams echoing as they ran past him, a plume of smoke in the sky in the direction of his home. He dropped everything on him and ran towards the smoke, and was met with his home and many other homes set ablaze. Just like that, he lost the very thing he cared so much for. The very thing he promised himself to protect from harm as he fell to his knees in defeat at the sight before him. He sought clues for who would have done such a thing, but there was not a clue. Even then, it was all burned away. Time would fly by. He fell into a depressive state, drinking or smoking his pain away, reading the daily newspaper, finding a job offer to work at a wing. Despite his depressed state, he applied. Wings are known to get people killed, aren't they? Though, once he ended up in L-Corp, he would meet all sorts of faces and be met with many abnormalities to deal with. Though, of course, very few ever stuck with him, and they were the childlike in him. Very few ever stuck with him, and they were the childlike abnormalities, as they reminded him of the son he once cared for. But he knew better than to grow attached, or to even allow his emotions to get in the way of working. After all, the only thing anybody can do is move one step at a time. And one day he will find his acceptance with the aid of others around him. Even if he is rough around the edges to them, he simply wishes not to lose those around him. A very extensive story, but I liked it. Thank you very much for the submission. And I think Knight will fit right in with technological sciences. I hope. It seems a good place to be. Now then, I think we'll finish up Urban Myth, probably. That seems the most reasonable thing to do. We can give them a chance to show what they've got. We'll need blunt damage. Let's do it. Strong strike. Commandeering. Struggle. It's always nice to have. Dirty blow, of course. We always go double dirty blow. Bit of cruelty. Multi-block seems useful. But endure is basically the same thing, but better, so. I'm gonna just save that. And put that on you as well. Should be fine. Let's go for it. Oh yeah. Here we go. I think this is where my training round ended, if I remember correctly, when I practiced the Nuzlocke to see how hard the start would be. Streetlight Office, I don't have any experience with yet, but they shouldn't be that hard. I'll gouge out those contemptuous eyes. This should be fine, I think. Oh, especially if they're starting like this. That's really good, then. Yeah, we got a dirty blow in there. We can start off with a strong strike, I think. Ooh, nice. This is where we'll get our first Objet d'art. Objet d'art. That's gonna be helpful as well, but we really do not want to lose that once we get it. Because other pages may be revived, potentially, but not Objet d'arts. Those remain gone forever. Oof, that wasn't very good. Violence. Stack that on there. Okay. Definitely take that with the commandeering, and you can take that with the struggle. Goodbye, San. Yazad, you're not doing too hot. Can gonna have to dirty blow that. Struggle. Oof. That's not great. I don't want to lose Jack's page already. Maybe I should have told her how I feel. Aw. Maybe you should have. Okay, we're fine. 2-on-1. It's no problem. Easy. Too easy. Honestly, we do get a revive after clearing urban wherever we are right now. Literature. Yay. Alright. We can't use that yet. After clearing urban myth. We do get a revive after that, but that would require that we've, you know, actually lost a character. Before I do this, now that I think about it, let's burn Book of Mars, because we do want at least some of these moves. Some of these cards will be good to have. Yeah. Not as good as I remember. As I remember them being. And Gather Intel is a 0 cost, which is pretty okay. Might want to have that on there, though. Actually, why would I? Non-stop assault is just worse rampage. Or less consistent rampage, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's go for this then. They should be able to handle it. You just need to get through the friends phase, because, you know, obviously we want to mitigate losing any cards. Even though at this stage it's fine. It's in Star of the City where we really gotta worry about how many pages we're gonna start losing. Because I can guarantee that we are gonna lose pages. Almost certainly. This is just a very calm start. Which is good for a first episode, I think. But it doesn't properly reflect how it's gonna go in the future. I wouldn't say. Nice. Goodbye. We still have more ahead of us, don't we? So stay focused for the next fight. Indeed. Alright. 2% chance to inflict 1 burn on hit. Do. That's annoying. Actually. Do it something like this. Commandeering is a good play here, I think. Could have been better. That turn could certainly have gone better. Don't want burn to start stacking. But we will heal that burn back. On the next turn. So we can afford to take 1 burn at least. Oof. We need to get rid of someone, or at least neutralize someone here. Okay, Yezod can take that hit. We can probably... That should be enough. Best to struggle, I guess. Mitigate some of the damage. Oof. Nice. Good. That's very good. We're not looking too hot. Cruelty better win that. It's 4 to 4. Ooh, that's... Oof. Well, okay. That's fine. One staggered on their side, one staggered on our side. They can't kill us in one hit, and they're not even targeting properly. They're stupid. That'll stagger her if that goes through. Oh, it wouldn't. It won't. Never mind. Oops. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. Please. Live. Okay, thank God. Low rolls. But the burn, though. The burn, though. Uh-oh. That's not very good. We're starting to run low on light. Is our problem right now. Okay. Yesod is holding on, if only by a thread. He'll potentially heal from that, at least. Okay. No! Shit. That's not a good start at all. Okay. I really should have gotten more light recovery on here. But we need to get rid of someone. That's not good. That's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Well, we lost Jack's page, which is rather unfortunate. I would have liked to have the healing, but we can still use the support passive later. So that's fine. Okay. Okay, well, we win this fight, at least. With one loss. That's our first loss already in the first episode. I was honestly not expecting that.
죄책감 같은 건 없어?
I'm not feeling any guilt or strong emotions. Yeah. And we're gonna be allowed to revive Jack's page, at least. So that's fine. Alright, we get speed slots for Mars's page, I forgot. That would have probably been very helpful. That's also kind of where the zero cost cards come in. You're kind of allowed to do that, yeah. I didn't think about that. Well, we'll do Hod's fight here and then do the general receptions for Urban Myth. And then call it a day, I think. Let's do that. So let's use Mars's page here. We should be able to defeat today's Shylock with that. Yeah. Gain different amounts of power. This kid still hides behind masks. Be happy. Come on. You know you want to be happy. Be happy. Too easy. Absolutely too easy. Alright. Urban legend. We sure are. And I savor the magnificent fragrance of the sacrifice which fills my room. But we're not. Oh, Netsec, hello. Oh my god. Things are happening. Okay, we'll not do that yet. We'll save that for a bit. Well, that worked out fine. Once again, the wheel! Let me check how many people we had for literature. Okay, we actually only have one person to choose from anyway, so let's put them in. So I don't even need to spin the wheel. Estragon. Here we have Estragon by Walhart. Librarian backstory is thinks of himself as a poet, living in the shadow of his older and brilliant brother. He has no money and desperately tries to get some. Very nice, welcome to the team. And you specifically request literature and no other floor, so you're in luck. You're right here. Alright, let's finish up the general invitations for Urban Legend. Or Urban Myth, I mean. So that we can move on. We need to give you a page to use. Jack's page is locked now, which means empty the bookshelf. We can no longer use that. Stock office. Might just want to go for something like this then. Honestly, I should have just had dried up in there. I don't know why I didn't have dried up in there. Am I stupid? Yes. That would have probably helped. Not that it matters that much, since we can get a revive here. So we are fine. Let's kill these fools, though. Will I get paid for this? Probably not. Yes, yes, yes. Zero cost pages, man. Forget how good they can be. To just have rampage. Do a bit of cruelty. Do a bit of fend this off if you can. Little bit of winning. Little bit of big winning. Look at the day, of course. It's really it's a classic. Never gets old. Get mad. Big damage. Huge damage. Goodbye. And there we go. Hook off his remnants. Hook office volume 2. Nothing new there. Now then, is there a third one? There is. Then let's do that. Urban Myth Class Syndicate. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say. I doubt you'll have much to show for it. Very nice. This will be over pretty quickly, I think. Not gonna risk that, though. Yeah. Come on, get mad. Yes. Oh, okay. Really now? I was not expecting that. Huh. They are rolling higher than I was expecting. Maybe they truly are an urban class syndicate. Nice. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. There we go. Urban Myth has been cleared, which means for us, we are allowed to revive Jack's page, and that means up until now we have not lost any pages. So here we are. We got Roland and Velasquez in the floor of General Works. We got Malkuth and Ari in history. Yesad and Knight in technology. And Hod and Estragon in literature. That's what our team is looking like right now. So yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes from here. Urban Legend will definitely be more challenging than what we've done up until now. Really, the Nuzlocke starts here. The Nuzlocke starts here. This all doesn't really matter. This is where it starts for real. Heart of Aspiration can be kind of hard, but we'll start with that next time, I think. Because it would be good to have a team of 3 people. That'll definitely help us out. And just more stuff in general. So yeah, so before I end this, let me just ask you all again, if you do want to see story, then let me know, and I will play the stories from now on. It's obviously going a lot faster now that I'm not playing the stories, because the story is very long. I would probably not have gotten to this point if I skipped story, but if people are watching this for the first time, even if they're not, let me know. Let me know if you want to see story. And obviously let me know anything else and what you thought in the comments as well. But that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.